Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Hold on, let me close my door. I'm back, but this is gonna be really informal. But I was just sitting here, and the last few videos that I've posted, I've been talking a lot about how God has us in a stretching season and how he's pulling us out of our comfort zone, right? And while I was sitting here just really feeling into the feelings of uncomfortability and being like, Lord, like I'm a little scared. Walking into uncharted territory, trying new things, experimenting can be exciting, but it can also be very scary, It's like Peter walking on water. It's like, it seems really fun. Like, I always think about that all the time, and I'm like, if I was on that boat, I would have tried to walk on the water too, but then we really don't know what that would have felt like in that moment. But it's kind of like that, where God is asking us to take a step out that boat, right? He's telling us, like, it's okay, like, fear not, like, I got you, but step out the boat, to take a leap of faith, to become uncomfortable in some sort of way, to try something that we've never tried before even, or to try something in a completely different way. And mind you, in that moment, I'm pretty sure that Peter was probably, in the nicest way that I could say it, he's screaming on the inside, right? Like it's terrifying to try to walk on water if you really genuinely think about it, right? But at the same time, I'm thinking about how liberating it is to have that experience with Jesus, right? To be the only man that's lived other than Jesus that has felt water touch beneath it. He's literally walked on water, like he's stepped on water, and how he would not have had that experience and that intimate experience with the Lord had he not taken that leap of faith, had he not trusted Jesus when he told him come out of the boat, right? So I'm sitting here and I'm like, Lord, like, this is really scary, but in a quick wind, it like also brought me a lot of comfort, because I don't know, this might just be me, but sometimes we go through seasons where the Lord is very present, and then we have other seasons where the Lord is a little more quiet. And in this kind of new territory that the Lord is at least leading me in, or in this new place where God is showing me, like, I want you to do it like this, or showing me like, hey, I want you to give this a try now, or push yourself a little more and take a risk, take a leap of faith. I found comfort in the fact that this is an opportunity for me to really lean on him. It's an opportunity, not me about to cry. If you are new here, this is normal. Don't be alarmed. If you have been here before, y'all already know how it be. But it's like how it's equally scary to try to walk on water, but it's equally comforting and liberating to know that I'm doing it with Jesus, to know that I'm doing it with God, how it gives me an opportunity to grow in my relationship with him, how it gives me a reason to seek him more and to get to know him more. My God, I'm gonna cry. It's equally scary because it's new, but it's equally beautiful because we get to explore our relationship with God in a new way, or in a deeper way, which is always just so beautiful. So while I'm sitting here freaking out because I'm like, Lord, like I'm just like, this is different. I'm at the same time, it was just a quick wind that gave me this revelation of like, but Yebby, that this is our time. There's no better place that we can grow. I mean, we can grow with God deeply in our high moments, but it's in those moments where we really depend on him and we need him that there's something so beautiful about the way that God comforts us when we don't have comfort. I really didn't think I was this sensitive until I restarted this YouTube channel. And I just want to say that right now. Okay? Like, the way let the tears just be flowing, but this is who God created me to be. This is just how I am. It's just the overflow of my love for the Lord. It's like, how can that not make me cry out of just joy that even in the harder seasons or the stretching seasons or the seasons where we're a little more uncomfortable or we're trying something new, that it's so beautiful that we get to experience God in a new way, in a fresh way. So yeah, so if you're struggling, my goodness, I don't know what's gonna happen one day. I'm gonna be on a stage with hundreds of millions of people and this gonna be me crying. Like, but it is what it is. If you are also in a season where you are being stretched or God is pulling you out of your comfort zone, fear not, because it is the perfect breeding ground for a deeper relationship with the Lord. It's like, if anything, I feel like that's the best part. Like, it's great for all of the amazing things to happen in our lives based on our obedience, but it's like there's just something so beautiful about just growing with God in that way, leaning on Him. This is an opportunity in your discomfort, in your stretching, in your exploring new territory, in your expanding and leveling up and going harder and really spreading yourself out and trying new things, to really be encouraged by the fact that you have God to lean on, that it's why am I gonna cry? I cannot. That you have God to lean on, that God is there to comfort you, that God is there to soothe you of your fear and of your pain, that you can lean on Him. And if anything, that's the best part, to know that you have somebody in it with you, to know that He's always holding your hand, to know that you have a supporter, the supporter on your side, that He's there. And what a beautiful way to explore your relationship with Him on a deeper level. The higher we go, the higher the levels we go, or the way that we level up in life, like we go to level 1, level 2, level 3, the higher we go, it's like the deeper we also go with the Lord, the more we need Him. We don't need Him the most at the bottom. Not even at the bottom, I would say, but like when we're still in the wilderness, or we're just coming out and stepping into the promised land, like we really need Him then, but we really need Him as we level up, because we don't know what's to come. We're really in His plan. He's holding us in His hand. We are relying completely on Him at that point. At least when you're still in the wilderness and you're at least maybe just stepping into the promised land, you're just coming out of your flesh. But once you're out of your flesh and you've given up your plan and you've surrendered, you're completely dependent on the Lord, and that's where He needs us. And with each level that we go, and with each step of obedience, we just need Him more. We depend on Him deeper, and that's how the intimacy of our relationship grows with the Lord. I think that is just so beautiful, and maybe that's why I'm crying, because it's so beautiful to have an opportunity, because I wouldn't have seen it like this when I was really uncomfortable a couple years ago. I would have been like, Lord, I'm upset. But now, having been on the opposite side of the spectrum, having worked through my fears, having surrendered, having grown closer with the Lord, and just made my transition even from New Age to Jesus, like everything is just so beautiful. The worst moments are the best, and the darkest moments are the most comforting, because I know that the Lord is with me, that I know that He's comforting me, that He is my refuge, that He is my light in the dark. So yeah, I pray that this just encouraged y'all. And if you're also in a stretching season, or you're uncomfortable where you're at, you have God to lean on. And I'm gonna put the song in the description. It's the Chandler, I forget what his last name is, but it's Lean On You. This is an opportunity to lean on God. And so, yeah, let's do that. I feel like it's like this fuzzy, this sweater, cardigan. It's like this is God giving me a hug. You know, it's like God's our comfort. Like, he got us. Okay, I love y'all, and I will see you in my next video.